Welcome back to the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon and Tank Kramer. Guys, I gotta say, 2 episodes of Ahsoka have been so good. I cannot wait to talk about it. I've been waiting all day, all night for this moment right now. I need to guys think about this episode. Tank, why don't you lead us off this time?
Oh man, it was. I when it was over, I didn't even know what to
Mhm.
think because I was just like so shocked and awed on visually. It looked great. It had the member berries, perfectly served to you on a silver platter, and it's
Yeah.
like, I thought everything was good. The CGI I thought was good. The weird deep fake thing, um, looked good for the entire episode. It didn't look weird or anything too off-putting. Um, but yeah, I love this episode so much. I had
Yeah.
a problem with it, one small thing, but overall, oh man, one of the
I,
best Star Wars things I've
I think I
seen.
had 2 problems with it, but yeah.
Two problems. But yeah, one of the best Star Wars things I've seen on TV. Probably the best Star Wars live action TV series ever.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this episode. So, but yeah, I'm,
Awesome.
I love it.
That's awesome. All right, Brandman, what you got?
I like this episode as a whole was awesome. I like how it balanced what was going on with Ahsoka and what was going on with Hera, and their search for I'm really warming up to Hera as a character, especially
Uh, I think you're looking at the plot.
Mm.
what
You know what the plot is.
yeah. No, I like her relationship with Jason. I like that she's not a you're so used to mother characters in Hollywood and stuff like this, like never listening to their kids and stuff like that. And I like that she actually listens to what Jason has to say and how he's contributing to the plot. The stuff with Anakin was awesome. I think that it was like almost an improvement over Hayden Christensen's appearances in the prequels. I think Dave Filoni is to Anakin Skywalker what the Russos were for Captain America at this point.
Mm.
The flashbacks were awesome. You
Mhm.
know, this they were really well shot. A lot of like really memorable shots, like with Anakin walking into battle, Ahsoka walking into battle. Like it just very much felt like Star Wars. It really ran with the vibe that that last week's episode set.
I agree. Agreed. You're saying all those things, and everything you said is 100% true. But when I get to the end, I always think about, what was the story trying to tell me?
Mhm.
And what was Anakin trying to tell Ahsoka?
Mhm.
You know, and he seemed like he was going between being evil and being who he was, and you could see by his eyes, right? So I love those little details. So when his eyes are red, he's closer to Vader. When his eyes are white, he's closer to Anakin. And he throughout the episode, it happened. As he get angry, you can see him get closer to Vader, and then all of a sudden he'll come back into being the master to her apprentice, being to our Padawan. Like when you see that, and he's trying to teach her, he went back clear eyed, and I thought that was really cool seeing
Mhm.
him because he's the balance of everything, right?
Yeah.
So that was really cool and just thoughtful about the entire episode. Um, I love Jason. I love Jason being force sensitive. It's kind of what you said, Tank, last week. He's like, I feel it. I
Mhm.
feel what's
That was
going on,
awesome.
and he kept on saying, and then him hearing the lightsaber battle, and then I had a problem with the world between worlds and all that stuff. But when Ahsoka got out of it, right, and Jason said, I heard the lightsaber battle. I heard what was going on. She knew that she wasn't just in a dream. It actually did happen. It became more real to her, and I
Mhm.
thought that was really cool how they set that up. Um, Hera, yes, I'm loving what she was doing. I'm loving the cliff that she kind of she's standing out on, that limb that she's standing out on, because she knows what's right. And if it means I'm no longer going to be general, I'm still going to do what's right. I thought that was cool. And then the whales, that was awesome too. And then how she was able to just talk to the whales. So many parts of this episode is just epic, and I'm really enjoying it. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Yeah. One thing with the Vader and the Anakin thing, at the end, I felt like it was Anakin accepting he's both.
Oh.
He's Vader and Anakin, and now he's able to like use both of his personalities. Like I don't know. It seemed very like I know it's supposed to be about Ahsoka, but what Dave Filoni did with Vader or with Anakin, I thought was great because he's able to switch from both and back and forth with no problem to teach Ahsoka a lesson. And I'm like, does that mean he accepts what he became and stuff like that? I don't know. It's like like truly finding balance in himself,
It's
between
almost
the
like a
good and the bad.
redemption. It was a redemption
Yeah,
arc. It was the
yeah, but
beginning of
that's like the best kind of redemption is like you understand what you did and how bad it was, and now you're and it's part of you. I don't know, and he's able to switch back and forth. I thought it was really cool because if he never knew how to control it or never accepted it, then Vader would just take over whenever he can, like almost like Hulk and Banner kind of thing. It's like as soon as he shows up, that's it. It's hard to put him back. But like that's not what it was, and I thought that was like really, 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 really interesting. I really did enjoy that part. And then the flashes. Oh man, that was the
Those
best.
flashbacks were
awesome.
so good. That little actress that played Ahsoka.
Well, she's in everything, dude.
Yeah.
So she's in 65.
She's in 65. Yeah.
She was she was in something else.
She was in like
but she
3 or
played
4 of those movies I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, she played like very like nerdy movies.
She played young Gamora in Infinity
Gamora.
War.
That's what
That's who it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job pulling that out. That was great.
Nice. Yeah. And she was awesome. But the flashes between Anakin and Vader, like when there was the bomb that
when
dropped,
they're going back to
and
back,
it flashed, and it was Vader, and then it was back to Anakin.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was super cool. Super cool. I love that because it's like he is both of these people and both of these, like personalities in one. And I loved it. That was awesome.
When he reached Ahsoka and he turned back into Anakin, and you saw the eyes go back white. Dude, come on.
The hair got cleaned up.
It was so good, so well done. Wow. But with that scene being all of our goods, what bads do you have? I'm actually gonna start with Brandon this time. Brandman, what bads did you have for this episode?
Well, they essentially promised that we're going to have more Sabine inflicted on us in coming episodes, potentially even the next one.
Don't hate on Sabine.
Hey, she's been the most annoying part of this entire episode.
She has. She's gonna get her redemption.
Man, I would have been fine with this episode if it was a little bit longer, just to see even more flashbacks of the Clone Wars. But for all I know, they may show more of that down the line. So that's not really a complaint, rather so much as it was something on my wish list. I think that's mostly it. I can't complain about like the CG de-aging on Hayden Christensen because as far as I could tell, it looked all right to me.
It looked better when they were in the Clone Wars flashback than it did in the World Between Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Anzu in here, so it says, watch what you say about the prequels, real quick. Yeah.
We haven't said anything
I'll
bad
say
yet.
whatever my heart desires about those prequels.
And then we got Low Key in here. What's up, Low Key?
Yo, what's up?
It said no Thrawn yet. I'm guessing we'll get him episode 8 will last 5 to 10 minutes of the finale.
Don't say that.
I wouldn't be surprised at the end of next episode we get Thrawn. The way the story's going.
I hope so.
Like they went through Sabine. Ahsoka's going with the narwhals and the whales, whatever. And because of all that, I think that's what we're gonna get. Thrawn in the next episode, and we might get Ezra at the end of the next episode, and then the last 2 episodes will be the battle between everything.
I hope so.
All right, what bad do you have, Tank?
So as much as I love this episode, absolutely loved it. You know, like 9.8 out of 10 or whatever. The only main issue I had was it was a filler episode. It was a filler episode. Nothing major happened for the plot of this story. You know what I mean? Like
She was able to follow. She was able to follow them to the other end of the galaxy.
Yeah, I mean,
but you could have done that in 5 minutes.
An hour long, exactly. Yeah. You know, you could have found a different way to tell it, but it's probably the best filler episode ever in history. Just for anything, you know, if that's the case, because it started off with her just continuing the quest of, oh, I need to go here, and now she's actually going here. It just took an hour to get to that point.
Remember, she was lost, and then no one else knew where Sabine was either.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, there's things you could do. You know, the mat could have been burned on her hand. I heard that was a good theory. You know, I mean, a bunch of other stuff, but like I said, that was really the only thing I had. It was technically a filler episode, but damn, that was a great filler episode. I'll take that any day, though. You know, it was definitely a huge memory like episode, which was fine with me. The only bad thing is like now we got one less episode of Thrawn and Ezra and the overall story. That's like kind of the downfall of that.
I got you. I feel like this had to have an episode like this that's just Ahsoka. To be an Ahsoka series, we need this a episode that was just Ahsoka. And without this episode, they should just call it Rebels. Without this episode, it's not Ahsoka, it's Rebels. So, you know, this episode was necessary for her to work through her own inner demons, to maybe accept Sabine for her faults, and you know, and realize she's not perfect. But I still say Sabine should not be a Jedi. I'm hoping that's what we get. I don't want a Jedi be a Jedi with Sabine.
No. And he kind of said something like that, you know, where like you don't. He said something. I have to watch it again. I only watched it one time. But he said something to Ahsoka where like, oh, is that all training is? You just train somebody to fight or something like that?
No, he said, I trained you to be a warrior and you became a warrior. Like, I trained you for war and this is what you became. And how you train, and I think she thought about how she's training Sabine is how she was trained, and there's no war there. It's like, I expect you to be this, and this is not what it is.
Yeah, I thought that was like interesting because he was teaching her like how to be a good
to survive
master. You know, yeah.
He said, "I'm teaching you how to survive, and you needed this to survive, and this is why you're able to survive." And that's why he was so surprised at the beginning of the episode when he said, "I thought it would take a lot longer for you to get here." And that leads to my bad right there. I hated how they did the World Between Worlds.
Really,
I hated the fact that I liked the fact that when she fell off the bridge, she fell into a story. I like that part. I hated the fact that she couldn't tell that she was in this other place. She was just in water. I did not like that. I thought it should be more concrete that this is a place. This is something that exists, and that's not what they did. They left it very much up to your own interpretation of what actually happened. And I did not enjoy that part. I think they should be able to do so much more, because this is the one place that's going to expand the galaxy so much more. You should be able to do a lot more with the World Between Worlds. And I feel like they actually messed that up overall. And it's not, and I'm not saying that they can't fix it. You know, they can explain, oh, this is something that happens when you're closer to death. You are going to see this with all the great Jedi go, or something like that. Or I thought it was going to be more of a place. It's in that less of a plane. To me, it was more like the plane of existence, like we had in Black Panther. You know, instead of being a place that you could go to in order to get to places.
See, I was thinking about, what if it's both? What if it's a plane of existence and a physical place? You know, it's like, what if like only a dead essence, the Force or whatever, can only go to that certain area, and then the other place, yeah, Jedi Valhalla,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But also, like, but if you know the gateway, you can physically go in there, you know. So it's like two ways to get in. Like you either die or you find a door, and there's not many doors.
Mhm.
You know,
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, that's just like a
But yeah, no,
maybe kind of thing.
I think I need to have someone tell me specifically that this place exists, that you can break
Mhm,
through this place. And I
mhm,
was hoping actually that the world between worlds was going to be on the other edge of the galaxy in this place that we haven't, discovered, and
Mhm.
that you can actually get into there without being lured towards death.
mhm,
Even though it's filled with death because the sister and the brother and the father, all that stuff. I mean, they saved uh Ahsoka from dying. She's the living
Mhm.
essence of everything that's good, part of the Force. All that. So it makes sense that she's dying, but then that makes me question: was that Anakin? I think it was Anakin,
I think
but
so.
then in my
Yeah.
mind, that's what it is. But
Yeah.
you know,
Also, it looked very different than when it did in the show.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So when Ezra physically went there, it was very much different than when Ahsoka was in this version of World Between Worlds. So
Yeah.
that made me be like, is it the same place but two different parts of it? You know, or maybe different levels. You know,
or,
like
or are they just messing it up?
I don't know. I don't know if Filoni is that careless with stuff like that.
Or
You
does
know,
he
Filoni.
doesn't he could not like that storyline, and he's giving it to us because he doesn't think that's going to be a big storyline going forward in the future.
Yeah, I think he said when he even created it that the World Between Worlds is not going to be this like game changer. It's just going to be something that's there, you know, that we can like play with. He never. I don't think he. I could be wrong. I think that's what he said. It
Mhm.
wasn't going to be like this is how everything changes. So
I feel like we're gonna
I
get
don't
to the
know.
acolytes and realize, like
Kathy Kennedy's gonna fuck it up.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, oh, we're done with Grogu, and she brings him back. Like, we're done with the World Between Worlds, and here it is, like fucking.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay,
All
all
right,
right.
All right. Hang on.
yeah, I can see that. Where it's like, oh, people like World Between Worlds, having like Jedi's and Sith running through all these portals.
Here's a question
Uh,
then: where do you think this going to go from here?
oh man, I, I don't know how it's gonna end. Like I know the steps. Ezra's coming, Thrawn's coming. I think Ahsoka is going to train Sabine, but not to be a Jedi, you know, or to be more of herself kind of thing. That's what I think it's gonna be. Um, but I don't know because I don't know how Ezra's gonna feel about like them coming to find him. He's like, because imagine like if you made the sacrifice and they come in like, oh, we come and made a door so you can come back home. He's like, yeah, but no, the guy I took away can come back through, which he does. You know, he
Well,
might
they
be
can
pissed.
explain that away though by saying if we didn't come here, Thrawn would have came back and you still would have been here.
They were gonna do it, yeah, which is what they were trying to tell the senators and stuff too. Like if we don't do it, they're already doing it.
Yeah,
You know, yeah, but I don't know what what's going to happen once all the players are back on the table. Like at that, I'm completely just like I have no idea. I
yeah.
I don't know what
Because the
could
idea of
happen.
an evil Ezra still just is tempting to me. I don't think they have
I
the balls to do it, to pull to pull that
don't
off.
think they're gonna do it.
Yeah,
They're not
but
gonna do it.
that would be really cool. 'Cause he was
It would
stuck
be cool. I
with
don't I
Thrawn.
don't I don't see them doing that. Like
But I do see
Filoni,
Ezra not trusting Sabine
yeah.
anymore. I think he's like, I thought you were this, and you turned your back. This that I
Hmm.
can't go with that, and right now I can't deal with that right now,
Hmm.
and that breaks her even more.
Hmm.
And and then I think Ahsoka is going to end up training Jason. Like
I
she's
think
going to
so.
give up the Padawan. Like you no longer need to be a Padawan, and she's going to be accepting of who you are. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you all these things. I accept you for just being who you are. You're my friend, someone I really care about, and you're a Mandalorian.
Yeah, because I think it's all the like Mandalorian universe and Boba Fett and everything. And I think Sabine at the end is gonna figure out she's like, I'm not a Jedi, I'm a Mandalorian. So I'm gonna take what I learned here and go over there. And I
Mhm.
really see her in the next season of a Mandalorian, like even maybe Boba Fett. But I think she's gonna be with more Mandalorians
I
because
can
that's where
see
she
her being.
belongs.
She's going to be the yielder, the wielder of um
Wait, they're gonna
the dark.
remake it?
Yeah,
It's
like
broken.
she's going to be the one that's going to be able to do it, and then
Hmm.
she's going to be able to wield it, and she
Well,
will be the
it's
one who's the true leader of the Mandalorians somehow.
that might be a lot. But there is no dark saber right now. It got
No,
destroyed.
that's right. Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
they're on their planet, and I think it's going to be something that they can, because
rebuild
remember
or
once
make
again,
a new one.
and once again, her family is one of the oldest families, in all Mandalorian history. Like they have history, they have a lot of stuff. I feel like she's going to be the answer to a lot of those questions, but she's going to get kicked
Mm.
out of this whole Jedi thing, and Jason's going to take the place, and Jason's going to be one of the greatest force sensitive thing, and Ahsoka's going to owe her life to Jason for finding her, and
Yeah,
she's going to train him the way and be that Jedi, that one that she needs to carry
the,
on the name.
yeah, the actual, you know. So there's more and more hope that was it Freddie Prinze Jr. comes back, even as a voice cameo or something. And I would love that if he speaks to Ahsoka and is like, train the boy, you know,
Mhm.
something. He said he's not coming back. He's done with Star Wars. He doesn't like what Disney did with Star Wars, all that stuff. But I mean, Filoni brought back freaking Boyega, you
Yeah,
know, like if you can bring that man back from the shit he got, I was like, I think you can get Freddie Prinze Jr. to go in the studio to do some lines for a few hours.
Mhm.
I
I don't
like
know.
what this says right
That would
here.
be cool.
Ahsoka's going to set up a temple in another galaxy. Otherwise, we mess up the sequels. And if
That's true.
Ahsoka goes to another galaxy and stays in that galaxy, stays away, it doesn't mess up any of the other plans that have gone, or any of the sequels that happen, any of the stories that happen afterwards. We always ask, "Where's Ahsoka then?" Well, you
Mhm.
don't have to worry about that because she's in another part of the galaxy.
Do you think that's what the movie's going to do? It's going to bring all his new characters to this new galaxy. So
Yep.
here's your new Yoda, with Grogu. Here's your Boba Fett with Mando. Here's your Luke Skywalker character. Here's your Obi-Wan character with Ahsoka and Jason.
I
You
think they're
know,
going to show a
Pretty
different way to
interesting
balance
point,
it,
actually. Yeah.
a
mm,
different way to balance it all, and it's a different part of the galaxy, another galaxy that's far, far away, but that's
mhm,
totally different from the other one. And this is how you reboot Star Wars.
yeah. And then Thrawn stays over there, so you got your Vader Emperor, baddie. Not a bad idea. I wouldn't
And
mind it.
that's the way Filoni, he's not going to try to fix everything. He's just going to move it all.
Mhm.
That's 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 all.
Just saying. You got a movie coming. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Kal-El said, "What up,
Hey,
fellas? What's
What a
up, Kal-El,
so,
man?"
what's up, man?
No way it's Funko Heaven. You have the Spider Punk one? I sure do. It's right up there. I sure do. I have all of them, all the Spider-Man ones.
Funko Pop.
Yeah, yep. And he only invites the cool people. Yeah, they only invite the cool people. Like, you're not cool enough. You can't come here. And then they Hera, they take the general away from her, and she goes there too. She's like, I'm
Mhm.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. She becomes like, yeah, I can see it.
She'd
I
be
can
like
see
the
it.
Han Solo or something like that of it.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this.
So
I mean, I think that would be interesting. All right, B. What do you have for what you think you're gonna get in the future? What's your prediction?
Dude, I have not thought that far ahead just yet. Um, I haven't. I haven't thought that far ahead just yet.
There's a lot of stuff happening, man.
Yeah, there's a lot going on at this point, and really, I'm just taking it in. I'll keep it 100%. I have not thought that far ahead just yet.
I think, but see, what's cool to me is that Filoni has,
Mhm.
and that he have a direction, and a direction for someone who cares about the content. And isn't that what we always want? You know, no
Mhm.
matter if we're talking about Marvel or DC or anything, you want someone who's in control that has a plan that cares about the content and where it came from.
Yep.
You know, this is where we're getting.
Perfect.
Filoni is showing why he should be in charge of all Star Wars, and I'm hoping. I hate hoping for someone's demise, but Kathleen Kennedy could go kick rocks.
Yeah. Chillmonger put up a great like tweet with like that Arthur fist shaking. It's like, oh, Catherine Kennedy, after all the praise that Filoni's getting.
DW
Filoni ruining my Star Wars. Yeah,
That's
no, it's gonna be good. But yeah, man, I mean, definitely somebody who enjoys the content and knows what they're doing.
Mhm.
You know, One Piece is a great example. You know, like somebody, obviously the creator came in and did a lot of his own stuff, and it shows. It's good. You know, people that like the content and enjoy the content make the new version of it. You know, that's how it's supposed to be done.
That's where it makes sense. So I
Mhm.
agree. All right, guys, this
But
is where we are right now. Yeah, has anyone seen what episode 6's runtime is going to be?
oh no,
I have
is it
not.
out?
I did see that it came out. I'm gonna look it up right now, but I definitely saw that they have released episode 6's runtime.
Mm, yeah. Well, then, Putin's cat said Filoni's been with Lucasfilm longer than KK. Oh yeah,
He's the
yeah. I know she's worked with Lucas before. I don't think she was technically part of Lucasfilm, but I know she was a producer on some of his other stuff back in the day with
her
Spielberg too. Like she's a great producer, not studio head, maybe not so much.
Per X count, Diamond Fire. The next chapter of the Disney Plus Star Wars series will run for 46 minutes and 26
26
seconds.
seconds. Yep.
This will be the longest episode to date, being only by the first installment, which clocked in at 54 minutes, and the second, which runtime of 49 minutes and 50 seconds. It's also
Hmm.
significantly longer than episode 3, which only ran for 34 minutes and was much of the disappointment for fans.
Mhm.
I'm cool with
I'm
46 minutes, 47 minutes.
I'm so cool. 46. So if you guys know, like if you get an hour long episode of something, you know, so I've watched all Supernatural. An hour long episode is really 42 minutes. It's just that you get all the commercial breaks and all that stuff. So you're gonna get an hour long worth of content in that. So that's what makes me feel okay about that. 46 minutes and 26 seconds. Let's go. I'm
Hmm.
okay with that.
Yep.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm totally good with that.
Okay. Well, this is where we are, guys. This is what we were thinking about for this Ahsoka episode 5. I can't wait to see episode 6. I literally, no matter I come home, I have a show that we do on Tuesday nights. I don't start the show until I'm done with Ahsoka. So I hope you guys feel the same way. And if you do, let us know. Jump in the comments. Tell me how you guys feel about this episode, how you like the last 2 episodes, and what you think for episode 6. I love seeing those comments. We love responding. Tank is always on it, looking at answering all the questions. So please
Maybe not
go
so much
ahead
this
and do
week.
that. He'll be back, guys. He'll be back. If you're watching this on video on replay, like the video. We're looking for subscribing. We're trying to get to 1,100 by the end of the month. So we only could do that with you guys. We all appreciate you guys being here with us, talking about these things, and just being nerdy. So we appreciate
Absolutely.
you guys, and we're going to keep on going with this episode. We're going to the next topic. Thanks you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you later. All right, that's all I already had.
That's cool. That's
That's all I
great.
already had.
Oh man, it's a 2 hour episode. That's cool. In the morning, I got we reserved character breakfast.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
cool.
those. I love
Yeah.
those.
That's cool.
So
We
we
always do
didn't get a
Disney
chance to
Princess
meet.
breakfast.
No, we didn't get to meet Mickey at Not So Scary. So we want to. That's like the one thing we want to do for Lucas. So we were looking around. So Ohana, which is like the Polynesian resort, they
Yeah.
have one in the morning with like Lilo, Stitch, and it's usually Lilo, Stitch, Pluto, and Mickey. So, and they got good food.
Mhm.
So everyone's happy.
Yeah. So I'm down. I'll go for that.
I'm gonna say, guys, we're gonna actually end this episode right here because I want to sit here and talk to Tank for a little bit more. Let Brandman go get a nap. So thanks everyone who was in the comments today. It was so good. Puddin's Cat, I appreciate you being
Really
there.
good comments today.
LL,
Yeah.
Derpy, Anzo, low key jumped in. Brandon, always you're A1 since day one. Terrence, you're hilarious. I love all your comments, man. I appreciate you. L, who jumped in here, I didn't even see L.
Oh,
She
yeah.
just tried to just sneak in. You can't be doing that to me. Yeah. Movie Time Minute, Horror Geek, who's always there for us. We always appreciate that. View with Drew. Drew, you're great. General Grievous, Jason Entertainment, House of Nerd Show. So Sergio, appreciate you. Kevin Davis, who always hits us with all the facts. I know we had at least two more. Cleves was in there. I remember that. We also had Preston with all his great things, his all his great questions, always there for us. I appreciate you, Preston. Preston always being there, giving us good questions. So that is very cool. Cookie
Shout out
was
to
in
Preston
here.
real quick. Preston is going to be on Zack Attack's show, I believe, on next week.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah. So shout out to him. Go check that out. Zack Attack reviews with Preston.
Very cool. Yeah, but I said Cookie, who don't tell everybody, but Cookie's my favorite, guys. Just so you know. Don't tell L, Sergio. But of course, Derpy, I can't do it without Derpy. So
absolutely not.
You know, thank all of you guys. You guys make the show everything it is. Thank you for always being in the comments and leading the show. We're gonna get out of here, but we thank you, and we'll see you guys same time next week. Starting off on Monday, we'll come in. I have no idea what we're going to review, but it will be fun, and we will have a good time. I'm trying to maybe get a panel in. We'll see. I don't know. Get all you guys in here. We'll all talk about stuff. So, all right, guys. Have an awesome nerdy day, and we'll see you guys later.
Later.
Good night, everyone.
If I could go that outro.